What is up, everybody? Underestimated here. We are back with another NL50 grind session today. Going to be playing six tables. They're all loaded up right now. So we'll be getting right into it. We'll go over the bankroll challenge. Been kind of breaking even over the last few thousand hands, unfortunately. Um, but that's fine. We're sitting at around 6,000 cash. So pretty much holding at that point. But again, not really unexpected. That's poker for you. You'll go on runs, you'll go on downswings, you'll break even, you'll run hot, so on and so forth. Happens to everybody. Best thing you can do is just try to keep a level head. Try not to get yourself tilted, and just play the best poker that you can. And in the end, it usually pays off. So down here on table four, um, we got raised, we called. Now we've turned top two pairs, which is great. It puts us in head of um, some random queen nine or queen five suited hands. Puts us way ahead of some draws, um, and those types of hands. So the real question is, do we just stick it in here against flush draws? I don't know. He could have 10 jack, could have bluff raised 10 jack. He could obviously have sets. Uh, but we are out of position here with top two pair. Uh, I think we can probably get called by worse. Um, just, I think I need to shove here. If I'm ever going to be bluffing with flush draws and everything else, I think I need to shove. Uh, the issue is that a lot of the time he does have a set, but I think we've tanked long enough. We'll just jam it. Not really any other option there. You could call and then check, and hopefully he bluffs river. Um, yeah, I'm not. I kind of feel like I just got slow rolled a bit. But yeah, what do you do? Um, sure, let's see if I'll run it twice. Maybe we get lucky. But yeah, not much else you can do there. You could theoretically call, but I think there's enough hands that are pair plus flush draw combos or just flush draws in his range that he's going to call. So yeah, I have no issue. I have no issue sticking it in there, and yeah. So let's move on. King Jack suited up here. We're just kind of giving up. Table six. Pocket jacks raised. He three bets. We call. Pocket tens. We open here. So he three bet. We called. He continuation bets. We're going to call again here. Pick up a flush draw. Jack high flush draw. He does check now. Um, so I think we're just going to check back. If he checks again on river, then we'll decide if we're going to value bet or not. And just go from there. He does bet out. Um, I think this is a spot we can probably fold against most players quite a bit. But against this particular player, we're just going to call down here. And he has kings, which is fine. I'm actually surprised he didn't, given who this particular player is. I'm actually quite surprised he did not continue to barrel. Here with the tens, we river two pairs, turn a queen and river the 10. So we value bet, of course. Holy, we got raised again here. We have two pair, probably not bluffing. So I think we're just gonna have to fold here, let the two pairs go. It's definitely a chance. He has queen jack. He could have ace king that just kind of got there somehow. But I don't think that's a spot. People are bluffing very often. So we pick up kings and get a walk. Pick up jacks, open pre, get called, and a terrible flop for us. So we're just going to try to get this to showdown. We're out of position. This player does not like to fold to me, and this board's just smashing ranges. You could argue that the fact that we're not, he doesn't like to fold, maybe makes that a continuation bet. Uh, but the issue is he generally float barrels, which puts us in terrible spots. And he just whether he calls a lot or not, there's just so many horrible turn cards for us. Not to mention all the cards on the board are pretty terrible. How they ran out. So just get out of the way there. 9-10 off. Wow, we don't mind ice wing here. You could also just limp, but if it was, I would prefer limping suited. Uh, but since we're offsuit, and then we're just going to continuation bet here. Table two, we pick up pocket sixes. Captain's limps. We'll just take a flop. And we're going to, of course, call here at least one time. Table two. And he bet, we're just going to barrel here. Probably had the best hand a lot. We don't want to give him a bunch of free cards if he does have overs. So we're going to value bet. Sixes against like ace X that could call quite a bit here, I think. Queen eight folding. Sorry, yeah, queen eight folding. Fold four deuce. We'll call with king high here one time. And then we can let that go pretty comfortably. Sorry, guys, I'm still getting, if you see me kind of doing this a whole bunch, I'm just getting used to the hotkeys for all the tables to be flipping through them. So that's kind of what you're seeing there when we're sort of all over the place. Um, Fold the ace nine under the gun, open the ace 10 probably. We'll open, ace nine. We'll open all aces randomly, but um, for the most part, it's not really part of our range. So we open up pocket queens here on table five. Table four, we'll be opening the 9-8 of diamonds. Under the gun and hijack, I go 2.1. Everywhere else, I go 2.3. And then in the small blind, I go 3. So we got a guy tanking here. Either ran away from the table or just not sure what to do. Table four, we flop a backdoor flush draw and an open-ended straight draw. It's a pretty connected board, so we're going to be betting pretty strong here. Queens, they just fold and we take it down. So table four, we pick up a 9. Um, that gives us the best hand a lot of the time. Um, but I don't think we're going to be strong enough to bet there very often. So now we've made the straight, and we're just going to value bet strong and hope he wants to call with two pairs or something. Pocket jacks, so that's great. We'll take that down. Okay, table five. Well, let's just go ace jack here, open under the gun. Table five, we got to walk with aces. Um, it's pretty standard, I think, right? Queen six, small blind. We could probably raise that. A little loose, but nobody's three betting enough. Blind versus blind here, so I'm perfectly fine with it. Ace 10 suited. You could four bet this every once in a while, but we're just going to call versus the button. Sorry, I'm not sure if I had that table loaded. There's the table there. And we're just going to check to him. Here on table six, we've opened queens and flopped the nut flush. Calls. Not a very good turn card for us. Makes it pretty hard to get action. So we're just going to check and then call any bet on the river or bet if check to us. Can't fold queen high flush. Yep. Okay. Ace 10 suited on 6, 3 3. We will likely have the best hand here enough to continue. So we're going to call. That was on table 3. On table 2, we will be 3 betting here. On table 2. Table one, we raised. He makes a very small three bet under the gun. We're of course going to call that. Ace king misses. Ace king misses, but we do have the best hand here a lot, and I think we're going to get floated a lot, so we are going to value bet. Pocket fives, he double checks to it. It's usually a sign that they're giving up, so I think we'll just fire one time here. Two on okay, check here. Table two, we get check raised. This is spot we're going to get check raised a lot, so we are going to call. I think ace king is still going to be the best hand a lot. I don't really see him doing that with overcards, and I don't really think he's going to do that very often. Oh man, I want to call this down so bad. This could be a spew here, but I'm not really believing it. Um, um, man, I'm just not believing him. Probably going to spew off, and he's just going to have a seven, though, isn't he? I don't think, like, with such a dry board, like, I don't think he three bets a seven on the flop very often, and he's not going to do it with tens, and I don't really see him doing it with jacks plus. So I think I'm going to call again. We'll decide on the river what we're going to do. Now he checks. So now we have a decision to make. I think we have the best hand a lot, but I also think if he did happen to have a 10 or like hit a 9 or something like that, that we can shove and make him fold like a really weak pair. So I think you have to shove here. And he folds. Great. So I think that's a spot where people are going to think, oh, I have fold equity and I have the best hand a lot. Maybe I should just check that down. Um, but I think in that particular spot, when he check raises barrels and everything else, like we're showing a lot of strength calling down just as much as he's showing a lot of strength by check raising and barreling. So when he checks that river, he's almost always giving up, like almost always. And what we don't want to do is give him a chance to win that pot. Um, if he had like I'm not sure if I can get that onto the camera or not. Uh, well, we don't want to give him a chance if he did have a five or he spiked a nine or something like that, where he's hoping now he can just show down. Uh, so we want to shove that river in that particular spot quite a bit, even though we think we have the best hand enough of the time. Okay, one, two, three, pocket sevens here on table three. Two overcards, we're just gonna check. Jack three, table four, or 10-5, sorry. Okay, table five, three betting. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, please leave a like and comment down below and hit that subscribe button. Part of our bankroll challenge goal is to get, well, part of our goals that we've set for this year are to get monetized over on YouTube. So the more comments, the more likes, the more subscribers that we can get, the more likely we are to hit that goal. So we really appreciate it. And remember, at 500 subs, we are going to be doing a free roll $100 MTT on Poker Stars, or hopefully WSOP Poker starts to implement that home games back into their game. So if that's the option, um, we're going to do that as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and get in before we hit that 500 number there. Okay, so table four, back to it here. Eight six suited, raising. Jack five, raising. Okay, table five, ace 10 suited in the blind. We're gonna raise that. Fold the three deuce. Okay, got pocket kings as well. And we are, of course, going to bump it up here. Table one with queen eight suited. We'll pop that up. Okay, so this guy fold three bets us. Our decision, sorry, our decision here basically is I think we're just going to call, and we hope there's no ace on the flop. And I think the reason for that is Oh, I hate that so much. The reason for that is that when we are isoing there, our range is massive. So this guy's table talking, which is kind of a little dirty there. He's obviously pretty much saying he either had eights, fives, or aces, or some sort of an ace or something. Um, but he did not c bet on that ace, which means I think it's more likely he either flopped nizzle dizzles, or he doesn't have an ace. But I think we're only going to get one street of value out of like jacks or queens, which I think when we call the flop there, and now he's double checked, it's possible he has an ace. It's just super unlikely. So we're going to bet really small here. Not really small, but small enough because he's not going to think we have an ace either. So I think we're going to get value out of jacks and queens. Exactly. So maybe we lost a bit of value there by not four betting him because we might have gotten it in, but I don't really think so. Because in this particular game, people aren't getting it in late, and I don't even remember the last time I saw somebody get it in pre with pocket queens. We're just gonna fold the queen jacks, or no, we're not. Sorry, I thought that was a four bet. So that's a call with the queen jack suited, of course. Table five here. We three bet. He called. We check back with our top pair. We're gonna call again. 6-7 here on table four. We bet. We got two callers. We're gonna check now. Uh, Now he called our three bet and then he barreled and barreled again. I think it's possible he hit a set. I think it's possible he's bluffing us. We've seen that a great many times from this particular player. So I think we're just going to call, and sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. This is part of it. Yeah, he flopped a set, and there's not much you can do about it. So we'll give him the nice hand. Which, by the way, like he should be folding fours there almost always to a three bet because they're so weak, and the odds of you hitting a set are very very low. And then also the odds of me hitting something and then him getting stacks in, la 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 la. Like you should really be folding at a position weak pocket pairs. I think more often than people think. So here we bet he called Jack on the turn. I think we can afford to bet again here with our hand. Table one, I guess under the gun open. We're just going to fold King 10. He does ship into us, so that is one negative there against a player like this who's like super aggressive. Um, where we do have a massive draw, but we can't really call now. So I actually think I actually think betting there was probably a bit of a mistake. Table two, ace king suited. Yeah, I think I think that is a mistake here. I think we should be probably just checking to realize our equity here. Anyways, we fold. We would have got there, but that's okay. So we're gonna check back here. So we three bet pre, he called ace here. Now we're just gonna bet because we have an ace. And I wish he had ace 10 and we had ace king. We do not. So he donks into us. I think we have to shove here. I think he can have ace 10. Um, I think he's going to check raise on the turn a lot more or bet out. And I think if he has if he has ace queen or ace king, uh, he's going to call. And those are a lot more likely than like ace six or ace four, especially. So yeah, I think we shove for value. He folds. Okay, so I guess he's bluffing out there more than likely because I don't think he's folding ace jack or ace queen after he goes check bet bet. Even though I like having ace there always. Okay, we turn a five, or sorry, we turn a king here. So we're gonna call. Table four, we're gonna be three betting with tens. And we're gonna river a straight down here. And we of course gonna one, six, six. Yeah, okay. And yeah, we're gonna pop him there and hope Hope he has a king or a set or something along those lines. And up here on table two, flush gets there, but we also hit a set, so we're going to bet out. So he must have a king, probably turned a king, or he has two pairs, something like that, because he hasn't snap folded. He does call, so we take that down. Sixes, yeah. Okay, so we got lucky there, but that's part of poker. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. We are going to end it there. We had some pretty good spots. Leave a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Ask any questions. Spread the word. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see all you guys at the next video.